Today we will discuss some topics that have been going on, such as rapper Marv from the Marvshot, CHV rapper CHV tops Soulja comes home after 5-year bid, and we will also get into Lincoln Heights teens arrested for breaking out of Juvenile. The first topic we will get into is Lincoln Heights, teens arrested. Recently, I would report on a crazy story of some DC teens breaking out of juvenile detention in Philadelphia and traveling to DC in a stolen vehicle. And these teens would be from Lincoln Heights. One of the juveniles would be doing time for killing a Clay Terrace, youngin' named Lil Bo, and the other juvenile would allegedly be Lincoln Heights. Rapper Meal Blow twin brother, who just came home from a murder charge, would post his twin brother after he was just arrested saying, "I just been feeling alone. Big Brew, they need to free you for show." The article would say, second of 3 teens who escaped from a youth rehabilitation facility caught. On Sunday, 3 DC juveniles escaped from a facility in Pennsylvania where they were in the care of DC Youth and Rehabilitation Services custody. Now, 2 of those teens have been caught, but 1 remains on the loose. According to Pennsylvania State Police, around 1 p.m. on May 18th, the 3 DC teens stole a Range Rover belonging to a facility employee and escaped the residential treatment center where they were staying. Fox 5 has confirmed that the facility is called the Clock Tower School. At this time, they have not answered Fox 5's questions about how they escaped, but we do know that police were able to track a phone that was stolen and the teens' ankle monitors and realized they were in Washington, D.C. A short time after D.C. police were alerted the stolen car was in D.C., they got word of a robbery and shooting involving that SUV. One of the escaped kids was arrested shortly after. The other, 18-year-old Javante Johnson, was arrested last night. Johnson appeared in D.C. court this afternoon and is expected to be extradited back to Pennsylvania, where he'll face 6 felony counts connected with this escape. So 2 of these teens are in custody. Police say they're looking for the 3rd. Local perspective. The mother of a 15-year-old murder victim from 2022 tells Fox 5 that the 17-year-old escapee who is in custody is the teen who killed her son. Taisha Lucas spoke with Fox 5 on Tuesday, saying she is heartbroken and outraged that the juvenile who murdered her son, 15-year-old Andre Robertson Jr., was able to escape the custody of authorities, leaving him free to commit another crime.
WUSA 9 News at 5 starts with breaking news in D.C. and right now an urgent search is underway for teens who escaped from a youth rehab center in Philadelphia and then committed crimes in the district. Thank you for being here. I'm Leslie Foster. Police say the group is responsible for shooting and robbing a man last night. The sound of gunfire was picked up on a nearby doorbell camera. Our Rafael Sanchez Cruz is live on 8th Street in Northeast tonight where all of this happened. Rafa, tell us more.
Yeah, Leslie, well, neighbors are telling me that the man who was shot was just outside here speaking with friends. He was actually visiting and a red Land Rover pulled up and those inside opened fire. And so obviously, as you mentioned, neighbors say they heard at least 12 gunshots ring out, and they're saying that the man who was shot, the thieves got away with his watch, but of course left him injured. And of course, neighbors are stunned by this entire thing just playing out. But DC police say this is part of a bigger story. Investigators say the red Land Rover was stolen by 3 DC teens that escaped a DYRS center in Pennsylvania. These are centers contracted by DC Youth Rehabilitation Services to hold young people convicted of crimes. They contract facilities in different places across the country. Now, police say the teens made their way to D.C. in the stolen car, the same car involved in last night's robbery here on 8th Street Northeast. Using D.C.'s helicopter, Falcon 1, D.C. police say they saw 5 people getting out of the stolen car. 3 arrests have been made, including one of the 3 boys who escaped. Now, police have also recovered an AR-15 style rifle. The 3 arrested have been charged with assault with a dangerous weapon and other gun-related charges. The police are still searching for those other 2 teen boys that you mentioned. Now, DYRS is again insisting that this is a youth rehabilitation center, not here in D.C., but in Pennsylvania. They tell me that they're working closely with D.C. police to not only locate these 2 teen boys, but also hold them back in custody. Tonight, it's still unclear where they will be held once they are found. Live in Northeast D.C., I'm Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9.
Yeah, the most important thing right now is actually finding them, Rafa. Thank you.
Good evening. As far as how they escaped, that's still unclear. It's being kept under wraps by the Department of Youth and Rehabilitation Services. But according to D.C. police, the three escapees then stole a 2016 Land Rover with Pennsylvania plates and drove it from Pennsylvania down here to the district last night. They then, according to D.C. police, took part in a robbery and a shooting that took place last night in Northeast. Here's what we know about what happened on 8th Street last night. Just before 11 o'clock last night, out here on 8th Street Northeast, neighbors and witnesses tell News 4 two friends were talking with another friend parked in a car idling in the street when suddenly a Land Rover pulled up behind and several masked gunmen got out. They announced a robbery and shots were fired. Neighbors who heard those shots called 911.
I hear about a half a dozen or so shots go off. I run towards the window and look in both directions, and I see in the alley here people are ducking down for cover behind the cars, just trying to avoid any crossfire. And then you hear the car speed off.
One man was hit by the gunfire. His injury is not life-threatening. According to a neighbor who spoke with the man, he was treated and released from the hospital. The gunman stole the wounded man's watch.
It's really scary. There's been a lot of crimes here. We've written the mayor, we've written the councilman, we invited the Councilman Allen over to the house, and we've been asking for a police presence on this corner of 8th and H for years now at this point.
D.C. police say their real-time crime center received information about 3 juveniles who left a Division of Youth and Rehabilitation Services contracted facility in Pennsylvania, then allegedly stole a car and came into the city. Police broadcast a lookout for the car.
Be advised, they are armed. They were just involved in the ADW and 1B. There should be at least 2 firearms in the vehicle, and one is a long gun.
Another broadcast mentioned the wanted suspects were escapees.
There's a K9 monitoring 70 there in reference to the escapees from a youth facility up in Pennsylvania.
D.C. police say with the help of the real-time crime center and a helicopter, they were able to track the car and arrest 3 of the 5 suspects. Multiple sources familiar with the investigation tell News 4 one of the escapees is the same teenager who pleaded guilty in the attempted carjacking and shooting of Washington Commander Brian Robinson in August of 2022. Police released video of the incident at the time. He was sentenced to remain in juvenile custody until he turns 21. A second teen pleaded guilty as well. Now, News 4 came down here to juvenile court earlier today because we were told that the one escapee who was captured by D.C. police would appear in juvenile court, but that all changed late this afternoon when the U.S. Attorney's Office decided to charge him as an adult. One other note, as of late this afternoon, the 2 other escapees are still on the loose. At D.C. Superior Court, Paul Wagner, News 4.
The next topic we will get into is CHV rapper Top Soulja comes home. Recently, CHV Top Soulja would come home after doing 4 to 5 years for EDD fraud. And before being arrested, Top Soulja would be one of the biggest rappers in the DMV, doing almost $500,000 on a music video for his single titled Vest Up. Top Soulja would post to Instagram on his first day home with some paperwork showing a bunch of blats in the making. And the paperwork would say that he was supposed to do 10 years, but came home in 3. And he would also have to pay a $250,000 fine. Do you think Top Soulja can be one of the biggest rappers in the DMV now that he is back in full effect? The streets would react to Top Soulja.
My boy back out here, you know what the f going on, man?
This might be 40 right here, this might be 60.
Excuse me! And we about to drag this summer. Excuse me!
And for the last topic, we will discuss Marvshot. Recently, some rumors would surface that Paradise rapper Mar from the VA got shot after one Audi would post saying, "It's a pickup on aisle V." The streets would start to worry about the rising rapper because this news would break after footage would surface of an alleged Fox 5 affiliate catching MarrV down. Bad in traffic and tag him saying, "He moving loose." People would believe that MarrV is one of the most talked about individuals in the DMV music scene right now, and that if he dropped more music, he can be one of the biggest rappers right now. MarrV would also do an interview recently and talk about a lot of different things. He would also speak on not knowing who Joe Biden is. Do you think MarrV has what it takes to be a Nino paid level rapper? That's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe.
Let me ask you something. If Joe Biden, right, you know how Trump.
Who the fuck is Biden?
That's the president,
That's the
bro.
president right now.
For real?
That's the old man president right now.
I thought Trump was president.
He on his way in.
On his way in.
He was president before, like, all right, so it was Trump. Then he lost his second term to the nigga Joe Biden, and then he won this joint against Kamala Harris.
Who's Kamala Harris? The black.
That's a black lady. But look though, you know how Trump was going around pardoning.
Pardon, yeah.
He was
pardoning.
Pardon.
Like letting
he
somebody
gave
off.
pardons
Yeah.
to niggas.
Like letting somebody off.
What about
Type
that?
shit.
I think he gave Kodak a pardon.
Oh yeah.
And
I think
he pardoned ASAP Rocky too.
Yeah, got them niggas home. Yeah.
All right, so boom, right? If Joe Biden could pardon any rapper, right? You got Blueface is locked up. You got who else locked up right now? It's Blueface.
Free Dirt.
I think it's Tory Lanez.
Yeah,
It's Dirt.
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez gave shit. Free Dirt.
Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty.
Oh yeah, and put free both of them.
All right, hold on.
Shiesty and Dirt. Oh, bro.
So look, you got if Joe Biden could pardon 2 rappers, right? Out of these people, who you think should get it? You got Pooh Shiesty, YNW Melly, Blueface, Lil Dirt, the nigga that's beefing with Young Thug, or they used to be beef. What's his nigga name?
Lucci.
And Tory Lanez. Who you think Joe Biden should pardon before his term over?
Lord Dirt, because Pooh Shiesty about to come home.
For real? How you know that? You seen that?
Yeah, I know what I know.
Okay, you know what you know.